Hey YouTube, coming at you with a little holiday cup team, an anti-meta team. So Diggersby, Litleo, Ducklet, and you're like, Litleo, Ducklet, why is that anti-meta? It's anti-meta to it's for a certain team that I saw, and you're gonna see my next team is a fast move damage team. And for some content creator or something, one put this team out. It is a Geodude Lead with Rock Throw, Cottony, and either like a Litwick or uh, like a Razor Leaf for Shadow Oddish. So basically, what I did was like, okay, I'm just gonna counter that team and kind of go anti-meta. So you can argue like Litleo and Ducklet are pretty meta in themselves. Note that I did switch up Aerial Ace for Bubble Beam for Aerial Ace. I do find Aerial Ace better than Bubble Beam. Because even like if you get into a matchup against like a Geodude something, a Brave Bird it one shots essentially. And Leo, I always talked about how strong it is. You are double weak to fighting with this team because Diggersby and Litleo are half normal. But Diggersby is a really interesting one because it actually had some. I always said like these evolved Pokemon just don't have the bulk that these sort of first evolution Pokemon like Ducklet have. But I was actually surprised at how much Diggersby could tank in this. So being able to like tank a lot with like a decent attack pressure with Scorching Sands and Fire Punch, just for quick like grass and just general Pokemon, just being able to Fire Punch it. It was like very, very strong. So I did well with this team. I got to my highest elo of the season before you're going to see my new highest elo of the season with the fast move damage team coming up sometime tomorrow. So won the lead against Geodude. They had to switch out into Vigoroth. Did shield up a Rock Slide properly. This is why I kind of like Aerial Ace, able just to chip a bunch, live. If the Geodude comes back in, I will get a Brave Bird off. So I expect the Geodude to come back in. It is double resisted because it is rock and electric. So this probably will not one-shot. Yeah, I was going to say it one-shots if you're lower. This is just looking like a hard counter team. So yeah, not much they can do about that. But again, I'm hard countering because anti-meta here, right? So this is rough. I'm double weak here. I'm going straight Ducklet. They get out into Cottony, and this team is clearly does not have a good answer for Ducklet. Having Aerial Ace makes this much, much better now, right? Because I can just spam these Aerial Aces. I don't need to worry about lowering my defense, because if I lower my defense, then these charms are going to add up too much. So being able just to chip Aerial Aces, at this point, I can just take this out. I don't know what they're doing here. You know I have Aerial Ace here. It's a really bad matchup. I guess they're just like super weak to Ducklet. I'm going to let this go because I can get one Incinerate through, which will do a ton of damage and get me like, I mean, it doesn't matter about damage. This can take it out, but it's just like getting the energy from that Incinerate, right? Because if a Vigoroth comes back in, which I expect it to, sure, these counters are adding up, but because I already grabbed 2 shields, I'm able to just crunch this because I already did so much damage with the Incinerate. Looks like they caught, so nice catch. Skeldurge, I do take it out, and I'm just going to come straight in here. But again, look at the difference. I'm going to just go back to this. Look at the difference between what these counters on Litleo are doing versus what the counters on Diggersby are doing, right? So look, these counters are just like 4, and I'm already in the deep yellow here. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's not even like a tickle on Diggersby. And that's what I was like, whoa, okay, that is interesting how bulky Diggersby is despite being an evolved. I have great IV, 0, 15, 14 with it. But despite being so like an evolved Pokemon, it has a lot of bulk in this. So have that bulk with now like the evolved fast move, like charge move pressure. It makes it a really, really strong Pokemon. This is clearly the team that someone put out before. So there was your Geodude on the lead. There's your Cottony. Out comes the Geodude. I now have 2 crunches, right? Have 2 crunches coming out of this. So there's 1. Here's a second one. And then I'll get my Diggersby on this. So they'll probably... Okay, so that's fine. I can just Mud Shot down. And there is your Oddish. So this Fire Punch will do super effective. So they have to shield. And then I have a hard answer in the back. So this is essentially, this is the team that I built for. I saw this team so many freaking times that I was just like, I'm just going to counter this team. So anti-meta team. Diggersby obviously is the meta. This one was looking great until it was a water gun lantern. And I'm like, okay, water gun lantern. There's not a ton of these. So like, if you saw my video the other day, I talked about... I talked about how water gun lantern is great for like the fires on the grounds and stuff, and then it's still a good answer to Ducklet. So this whole team, but there's not I honestly think that is not worth running, and you're probably going to see very, very, very few of them. I thought I can get to that. Had I known that I couldn't, I probably would have just gone the fire punch just to get any chip damage. Coming in here because the water guns are resisted. Just take this move thinking that like I can just incinerate down and come out with some energy, but man, those water guns are adding up. So water gun lantern is extremely tough for this team. That being said, I don't think there is a ton of them, and it's a Ducklet in the back, so that is really rough. Double water, double water is tough for this team. So you could be questioning like, do you need to run Scorching Sands? Can you run like Hyper Beam? You could theoretically, given Diggersby bulk, if you want to Hyper Beam. If you want to Hyper Beam a Ducklet, I just think that like with the amount of just Scorching Sands is like a pretty good move, especially in like a very limited meta. But if you want to run something like try to draw out a Ducklet or something, you can run like Mud Shot, Fire Punch, and then a Hyper Beam, so you can Hyper Beam the Ducklet unexpectedly, or grab a shield and then like have like a Chinchou or something on the lead just to wall the Ducklet, and then have something weak in the back to Ducklet that you would not need to worry about. I'm baiting here because I've already shown Scorching Sands, so they know I have it. So I'm going to bait here. I can live one Bubble Beam for sure, and these sparks are obviously resisted. So like that did not do a lot to a Diggersby. So I feel like I could just outpace now. Their attack falls. I think I'll just outpace to the next Bubble Beam anyways, like the third one here. So I will shield, take this out. They make a catch on a Skeledirge, so I have to undercharge a little bit here because I need a Brave Bird here, essentially. So get it low enough, they crunch me, not enough to take it out. And now I have a Brave Bird, which again, resisted, but this is a Little Cup, and they're at 50% health. That is more than enough for a Chinchou. Diggersby, Sandshrew, okay, this is a good lead because they're actually doing super effective to you as well, but you have a double super effective Fire Punch as opposed to a neutral Night Slash. So you can take this Night Slash, that is fine. And now they will get to a second one before I get to this one though. I mean, we CMP, but the advantage is them. I probably let it go and just come Litleo. Just get ahead on Litleo. And they come Cottony, so that is rough for them. I am boosting because I'm like, if you just came blind into Cottony, you're probably weak to this. Which like being, or it was just a mistake. That's interesting. Get this crunch off, a boosted crunch at that. So they're probably going to have to respect this. Yeah. I'd probably let this go and just go 2 shield Ducklet. Or just knowing that I have the shield advantage anyways, just take it. I can Brave Bird and take this out now. Because it's low enough. Brave Bird doesn't KO a full health Ducklet, but it does like 90%. And then I have a shield left for Litleo, which would just take like maybe 1 Incinerate, maybe 2. Amaura is interesting as a ground ice. I'm baiting Scorching Sands, which they, okay, so they do shield. I'm hoping to get to the second one. So I do get to the second one, which is good if I grab the shield, because then I can probably just get ahead and let Leo. Or good if I 1 KO there. That's good too. Ducklet. I come mirror match right away. Again, this team is kind of rough against Ducklet. At best, you have a mirror match. I think they're going to Brave Bird me here, which they do. What is in the back? A Litwick. So I'm thinking Air Lace to get this low. Wing attack down. Come out with some energy. I think they have at best Mystical Fire, which is resisted but does lower your attack. So I bait the Aerial Ace because I think that, like, one, baiting is my best chance here to get to a Brave Bird and end this game. And two, if they let that go, I can go double Aerial Ace and then maybe come in and like combo play with these two, right? Because it's basically Fire Punch, like, and 2 Aerial Aces probably would have been like Fire Punch range, and then I can get like Leo Incinerate on it. So it would have been okay there. Good lead. There's your Vigoroth. So this is already interesting because I know for sure if they are, I feel like it's going to be something that's also weak to flying in the back. Because you draw this, you draw out a Ducklet with Vigoroth, you beat it with your Stunfisk, and then whatever's in the back is going to beat it. I undercharged because I know they're not going to get to another move, and I get to the, basically I want a Brave Bird coming out. Resisted, yes, I'm aware, but this will be great chip damage if they let it go. Enough so that it's now just in like Mudshot. For sure, Mudshot Fire Punch range. Can I Mudshot down before they take me out? I don't think so, but you're just going to see how tanky, like just taking a Mud Bomb with ease. Unfortunately, they also have a Fire in the back with a Bone Club. Super effective Bone Club at that. Not enough to take me out. Get the crunch off. Now the question is, do they come in and farm, or do they just shield and get to another move here? Looks like they're going to go for that one. Shadow Bone's resisted though, so they have to throw Bone Club. But again, Fire Spin plus Bone Club is enough in these little cups. I need to throw Fire Punch because I need, I think they'll outpace me to the other one because I'm like 1 shot away. So yeah. Marowak is an okay lead. Again, Fire Spin is a good lead overall. Fire Spin, Bone Club actually just comes pretty quickly in a little cup, but the tankiness right there of Diggersby coming in huge. So I'm going to get 1 off here. They shield, that's fine, and they give up Switch. A little slow on my part, but am able to take this out. At this point, I know it's a fast damage team. And there is your Geodude. So you are actually double weak in the back to Rock, right? Leo and Ducklet are actually double weak in the back to Rock. So maybe you want to run... that's tricky. So maybe you want to run Bubble Beam, or... I don't know. Or if you're running this team, you need to try and draw out a Rock or something with Lit Leo. But then it kind of makes you double weak to things. So yeah, it's a little tricky. Shadow Punch is resisted, so it's got to be some sort of Brick Break. Okay, that's a little trickier. I just go straight Fire Punch. I feel like not a lot of people know if you're going to run Scorching Sands or Hyper Beam in this meta, and Hyper Beam would be resisted. I'm going to force them to throw here. Actually, maybe they could have slapped down there. But second Brick Break, that's fine. Ducklet's just going to resist these fast moves. Farm down. Could have a... Okay. I'm at such an energy advantage, I wouldn't be surprised if I just stay in here, but I could just come in with Leo. Oh, they let it go. Yeah, goodbye. Pachirisu, so good lead. There's your Cottony. So I use Cottony on my next team, but I use it on the lead. I just find that there are quite a lot of fires in this meta right now between Leo and Litwick and stuff like that. So I do think it is actually worth running Cottonee on the lead if you're going to run it. As you'll see in my video. I said tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it today. I mean, not today. I don't know when this is going up. I'm shooting this. I don't know how much time I'll have to actually upload and edit this video before Tuesday afternoon. I want to try and do it just because there's not a lot of stuff going on, and this will be the only time I got this cup going on. So I want to get rid of the videos. Skeldurge comes in. I'm baiting here just because there's the Pachirisu so low. It's just an easy bait. And Pachirisu has absolutely nothing to throw at Diggersby, so I can just comfortably shield this, farm down. Come out with a move. I'm pretty sure they had a move too because I remember being taken out here. But it does not matter when you have a Diggersby which resists absolutely everything. So that is the team. Like I said, this was a direct answer to the Geodude, Cottonee, Oddish, or Cottonee Litwick team. So it was a nice answer to that team. Obviously, I talked about the double weakness of fighting. I talked about how like a Geodude Rock Throw in the back is tough for this team. So you either need to put in Bubble Beam on Ducklet or hope they have shields down that you can like crunch with Litleo before you get taken out, or you switch it up as a direct answer to the thing, as a direct answer to the Cottonee team, but try and keep it up. Anyways, that is it. These battles go so fast, and it takes like, when I do like a Great League showcase, it takes like, I do like 8 battles, but in these little cups, it takes like 14 battles just to like equal the same amount of time, and I'm looking at 17. This is still like way shorter, not way shorter, but like shorter than a normal video, so that's funny. Anyways, that is it. That's a team. Yeah, we'll alternate between Great League and Little Cup. I saw a couple submissions while I was on holidays there, so I'll check those out, and maybe if there were some Great League teams, I'll showcase those as well. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.